What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, von Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Hello and welcome in to another edition, the Wednesday edition of your show, as you just heard by that amazing intro song, literally made inside the ski chalet over here attached to the garage, thanks to our friends at 911 Turbo, the greatest German techno band in the history of music. Shout out to Von Hattie and my man Von Trask for doing all that. It is absolute facts. As well, here's another fact for you. Still, as far as we know, the only show on the internet that goes live from 4 to 5, Monday to Friday, each and every weekday. I guess that's the same thing. Either way, maybe even in Saskatchewan. And we're so proud to be able to say we do that because no one else is doing it. It takes a lot of guts to put yourself out there, and we do it every day, and it feels so damn good. We also love to make up categories that we are number one in and say, hey, we're number one on YouTube in said category. For instance, we are number one as far as shows go on YouTube that accidentally overheated the garage to a balmy 26 degrees. We're number one? We're number one? Maybe? It's very, very hot. We also have a camera, world-renowned, super famous for the greatest puppy model on the history of Earth, even when she's not at her spot. Hey, Maggie, Margaret Old Ben Kenobi, please report to the stage. Come on up here. Let's go. It's time to go to work. We got to tell everyone about Pet Planet.
We got to pay some bills.
Yeah, come pay the bills. Come on. Come on, Maggie. You can do it, girl.
Maybe later.
I don't know. It looks like she doesn't really want to do it. You know what we like to do, though. Watch this. Okay. First of all, before we get to the Maggie Cam, I would like to introduce, from Strip Down, from this very family, ladies and gentlemen, it's Curtis Anderson.
I'm back. It's Wednesday.
He's back, baby.
It's warm in here.
Okay.
What's with everything breaking?
We're not breaking.
No, not breaking. I'm sorry. I was segueing into another story. The last weekend at the Pack, when I was working Huskies, it was also extremely hot in there. The coolers, the air conditioning, the AC was down. I don't know if they were cranking the heat like you did, Gary, as he's out there adjusting the camera. There, look, he's making it happen.
I don't know if I can.
You got it.
Watch this. We're going to use her toy Theodora, the chipmunk.
He's left me to my own devices up here.
Keep telling your
I'm
story.
ready to talk baseball, Gary.
I just want to hear your story.
That was my story, is that it's hot in here. On the weekend, it was hot in the Pack. And
cool
yet,
down.
I'm rocking a bunny hug.
Okay, we're going to get back to that because I'm very excited. I got a good story for that. But right now,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the Maggie Cam. Look at her. Oh, man, just that little run off the stage got me tired. Ooh,
It's
the
warm
Maggie
in
Cam.
here.
Yeah, I guess it's the heat. Good point. Don't
When does
fall
the hot
asleep.
yoga show start?
Oh, our hot yoga guy, John Fast, just left. He would have taught us. It would have been awesome.
Would've been great.
The Maggie Cam for our incredible friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. When you walk in those doors, Maggie's beautiful boyfriend, Leroy, will meet you at the door, walk you up to the till, then you say hi to Mike or Rochelle, and they will give you the greatest experience in the history of pet stores. As well, they got the greatest cleaning station in the history of pet stores, and they're open after hours and on weekends, thanks to Kirsten, Shar, and Chris. All of that, plus the brand new buckle-up collars and matching leashes that they have, just came in. Maggie's sporting one right now. You can't really see it, but they have so many different options for you. We have a brand new video out right now on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network social medias or whatever it is, and we do a whole thing showing you all of them as Maggie goes shopping with Leroy. It's a beautiful video, and oh, so much fun. So be sure to stop by and say hi to our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer, as Maggie is not eating tonight because she did not hit her spot. I'm just kidding. Look, I can't say no to her. You're still eating, girl. Don't be mad. You go back to sleep.
Gary withholds my meals, too, if I don't hit my spot.
That's a true story.
That's right.
So, it's talking about the heated up studio.
It's heated in here, and I'm heated. I'm ready to go.
Have you seen the Eric Andre show?
No.
It's the Eric Andre show. Oh, look who decides to hit her spot now after we adjusted it. Great job. So Eric Andre is a comedian. He's got this incredible show, and it's absolutely insane. Like it's batshit crazy. But he sets up the studio where they record it, and he sets it to like 38, 39 degrees. And they don't tell any of the guests that come on the show. So it's Hannibal Buress and Eric Andre, and they sit there, and then they bring out these guests. And instantly when they sit down, it's just sweat. And it's like a part of their joke, like they do all these hilarious things. So they keep the set at like damn near 40 degrees, and everyone just sweats like, oh my God, what's going on? And it leads to like hilarious situations. That's what I feel like right now. I feel like we're on the
That's
Eric
the vibe
Andre
we're
show.
going for today.
I don't know if we're going for it, but that's the one I'm feeling.
I hit the ground running today, Gary. Every week I come on here on Wednesday, and I kind of fall asleep during the baseball talk, but not this week. I'm ready. You gave me a list to fill out.
I haven't even seen the list.
Oh, Gary.
I know.
Coaches are coming in hot with the list, and I did my homework. I did my own research, if you will, Gary.
You're just stepping up. You're
I
always
want to
stepping
give
up.
a shout out to a good friend of mine. So, well, first of all, do you know this? Do you know what's happening here? 'Cause
Yes.
You're part of the group chat.
Yeah, I just
with
never
Coach
looked at
1
it.
and Coach Comma
Hold on,
2.
don't hide your face. I hate when you hide
Sorry.
your face. There you go.
There's a group chat with you, myself, Coach 1, and Coach Comma 2.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. Somebody started a list of like, what's
Yeah, I
your
still
put
haven't
together your
filled that
dream
one out.
roster for baseball.
Yeah.
Which normally would be me going conking out
Willie Mays
while
Hayes.
the adults talk.
Yeah.
Despite bringing me on every Wednesday for baseball talk.
I always say you're the straight guy. That was somebody if someone else that isn't involved
Yes.
with it, so they can represent the viewer.
It's a role I find myself in a lot. It's like we need someone who doesn't know anything about anything, and for some reason I always end up, and I'm grateful for it. And I will play the clown.
I love that.
I looked at this list and I was like, I don't know, what do I do with this? And then I said, you know what? How have I not bridged these two worlds together
There
yet?
it goes. I like that.
Every week I'm sitting here listening about baseball, knowing nothing about baseball. When one of my oldest and dearest friends and coworkers is, you know what? Now that we've lost Bob Uecker, I would like to throw this man's name in the hat to be the next Mr. Baseball. Simon Hyatt,
Here we go.
who has forgotten more about baseball than more people know in their lives.
I've heard stories about him being like a stats machine.
He's just a machine in general. I don't want to say I owe my full TV career to Mr. Simon Hyatt, but you could argue.
That's a
You
beautiful
talk
thing.
about everything here being motivated by what I've done on Stripped Down.
Yeah.
Everything I've done on Stripped Down was because of a show he did before that called Cinema 10, I believe, with Jackie Kripke. That was the
another
blueprint
name.
of Stripped Down. So
Yeah.
you could trace this back one more to
Just keeps
a little
going deeper
cable
and
show
deeper.
that he used to do back in the late 90s, like 99, 2000,
Got you over
2001.
there.
That was where I started volunteering, doing that stuff.
And now because of that,
And now,
we're
I mean,
here.
you've heard him. He's been the voice of the Huskies for years. I believe he's the voice of the Rattlers. I can never keep track because he's always jumping where he's needed. But I sent him the list, and he just got back from surgery.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What kind of bad surgery?
No, I think just
Something.
gallbladder maybe.
That sounds not.
Anyway, he filled
Yeah.
out my list, and he was like, "What's going on?" And I had to
very
explain what's happening here, and it's always tough to. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, he turned his garage into a studio, but
It's a long story.
it's better than it sounds, and it's legit." And then he has me on Wednesdays to talk baseball, and poor Simon is like, "Hey, this has got to be like the Painkillers or something, right?" Because nothing about this conversation. But I sent him this list, and he filled it out and sent it back. And he said,
Amazing.
"I'll watch, I'll comment if you get into
This is
trouble."
what's happening. Okay.
So
This
I
is
am Curtis
amazing.
Anderson here. However, I am nothing but an avatar for Simon Hyatt and his relentless quest to know everything about baseball. And I'm really excited for this. This is the first week and probably the only week I ever want to talk baseball. So like,
This is great.
I know. Let's get Mite from Australia in on this.
Might. Oh, gallbladder.
Gallbladder.
There it
Okay,
is.
see,
Shout
and
out.
we've got
Great to have you here, brother.
we've got the 19-year-old Phenom.
Phenom.
That's
And the masters of the user. That's so good. Okay.
Was it Michael Buffer that called him Phenom? This is like this
Could have
lore. This is a lore among my group of friends. It was
That
like
could
I
have
thought DDP in one interview said like, now there's no doubt that Goldberg is the Phenom. So we would always laugh and call each other the Phenom.
It very well
It
could be.
comes instead of Phenom, even though yes, okay, he's the Phenom in there.
Yes.
working the
Happy
ones and twos.
birthday. I asked him how good that giant beer was that he drank, and he said it was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I asked him if he had a buzz. He said, a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, Our next guest being called to the stage. You know him as the brain of this family, the most beautiful human being to ever walk this earth, the smoothest swing next to Johnny Oldroot himself. Give it up for Coach Kamatu! Woo! Hell yeah. I put some football helmets over there for you.
I see that.
We didn't have a Philadelphia Eagles. I was trying to represent the Final Four, and it didn't quite happen.
So you chose nothing.
Well, I chose 3 of the 4.
Oh, I see.
We do have the old
What a
Washington
gift.
logo, which is
What a gift.
not really
Look at
accepted
those.
right now. But yeah, one of the best Christmas presents we've ever got around here.
Is Belarjan joining
He
us,
is.
or what?
I was just waiting for everyone to get set up. He's probably in his, what's
So
it
you
called?
made him wait.
Fresco
He's a-
Alfredo?
I've been
Fresco.
carrying the show with my baseball knowledge this week, so don't fret, you two.
I didn't
Can
want
can I be Frank, and you
Uh-oh.
can be Steve with me sometimes as well.
Call me
Do you
Steve.
have tear duct issues?
Do I?
Yeah.
I have sensitive eyes and contacts.
Right, that's
So
it.
if I ever yawn, it looks like I'm crying.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I do cry a lot. I just like
I've noticed.
like at home I cry all the time. But yeah, no, if I yawn too hard,
Well, I have, because you got a little bit of on here.
Do I?
Not the other one. You just
Okay.
looks like you're crying. And I was like, what have these guys been talking about?
I was
And
reminiscing-
Feelings and
I was-
emotions.
I was reminiscing about
it.
the days making cable television with my good buddy Simon Hyatt. We were known as
Beautiful
Team Ramrod. Simon Hyatt
Say Team Ramrod.
filled out my list for me.
He's got a list.
Of
So
what? You
For the
prepared?
baseball.
I
he's
prepared.
Oh,
School's in, bro.
I'm off the cuff.
Right? Oh, see?
No.
prepped. Hey,
And
you
hey,
guys, we have a real coach that can coach us through all
I
this.
said it, like, I don't just come out with tear ducts without having
Well-
back another story behind it.
Oh, I see. You wanted to talk about me crying so you can tell a story about you crying.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You're one of those guys.
Lay it
Go.
on us.
No, I just have a kid that I coach who's got tear duct issues, and so does his mom. So I thought, well, maybe it's more common than you think. I hear it is, but sometimes, he'll be crying on the bench, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, are you okay?" And he's just like, "No, I have sensitive eyes. That's all."
Yeah.
I
Sounds
will
like you're making some kid and a single mom cry out there.
Melanie's fine.
Okay, she's
Spencer's
good?
fine.
Okay.
They're good.
laser eye
good.
surgery. I got laser eye surgery twice. Shout out to
I hear
Dr.
that's terrible long
Blackwell.
term.
Actually, only once, not twice. I got the deviated septum twice. Laser eye once. Dr. Tom
God.
Blackwell, best love the Blackwells. That's my squad. And ever since, any light of any kind, instant tears all the time.
Oh no.
So I thought it might have been the same thing. Just ultra sensitive.
That's why he always wants you sitting here.
You
'Cause I
should
just
ask
emanate.
for a refund.
Yeah, could you put
Emanate.
the
We're all up
the-
here crying.
the layer of eye skin back on top of my eye, please? Have you ever had laser eye surgery and you smell the burning eye
That's
skin?
all I
It's
hear
the
about. That's
worst.
literally what's kept me from doing it for
Yeah,
10 years.
It's gnarly. It's a
everybody,
really gnarly thing.
everybody that I know that has it had done,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, it's the greatest. I don't ever have to wear contacts. I never
Yeah.
have to wear glasses. I'm
Yeah.
so happy I did it. But had I known I had to sit there for 30 long seconds and smell my
smell your
eye
eye burn.
burning,
Burn
I
it.
don't know if I could have gone through with it.
And then you spend a day with a rag over your eyes.
A
It's
ragu.
something. The ragu,
The Ragu
festival.
Festival. You know what? Have you ever cut up a eyeball?
No.
Like a pig eye? Did you ever get to do that in high school?
In science, no. We did a frog once. That
Oh,
was
we did the
enough for me.
pig eye, and it is so cool. Like at the back of the eyes, this little diamond shaped thing that reflects. Like it's crazy what makes you see. You know what I mean? It's got this little crystal thing, this
Yeah.
jelly thing, and that's what deflects light. Like makes
Makes
like
you
it
see.
make what you know what I mean?
Like a prism.
Yeah, I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
I can tell.
And I'm good with words, and so it makes you see the little diamond thing.
Okay, how much do we want to bet that,
That AJ's lost interest and he's never coming on the show again.
No, he will never lose interest because he's a
$5.
part of this family. That he is in the anti-fresco.
No, it's just
Or
the
the
El
Alfredo?
Fresca.
El Fresca.
It's almost like the drink.
Are we ready to find- Is anyone going to say he's at the El Fresca? He's had time now to move out there, so maybe he's moved again.
I'm so fascinated that they
I'm trying not to advertise, but this drink actually tastes like a Fresca. Go ahead.
they brew coffee for 17 seconds and drink that, and then throw the rest away.
I think your
So
time's
fancy.
off. It's 22 seconds or
It
is
It
it
has to
16?
be
It was
perfect. Yeah,
17.
he's the coffee guy.
A double 17.
He's our
A
coffee
no,
expert.
that'd be a double 17 is 34.
Okay, let's
No,
ask
two
the pro,
different
you guys.
espressos at 17.
Without further
seconds for
ado,
double
we've left
espresso.
him hanging for way too long. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from
gonna be
the
a
other
skeleton.
side of the world,
And
it's
his
Coach
espresso.
number one.
Yeah!
Oh, there he is.
Look at the bookshelf behind him.
It's too cold out.
So learned,
Just this fancy professional library.
right?
That's it. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, pretty good, Gata. I just want there's a few things I have to clarify to begin with, and I just
Okay.
wanted to jump into your conversations. Wait,
Yep.
is the camera there? Am I good in the camera now?
You're
You're in there.
you're a little
crooked.
far. You're
I like
crooked.
it though. Makes
There,
me feel
that's
better.
nice right there.
Did you know I once covered for Gary, AJ? I covered for Gary once, and I looked in the wrong camera the entire time.
And then you talked about Darcy Tucker
And
always doing and blamed
LB,
him.
like the guy, didn't tell me. I was like, I'm good. He's like, oh yeah, he's good. But he's just looking at his phone the whole time playing Tetris. And I was like, how we doing over here? And he's like, great, you're doing fine. No one's watching. And I looked at the wrong camera the whole time. I was like, someone is watching actually. My aunt, my mother. They're like, what are you looking at over there?
Not everyone has the pedigree to make access TV. Okay.
Dude, well done. Triple H.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
we totally hijacked him even before you get in here. Go ahead, AJ.
Yes. I was actually just making a coffee, so I missed the Maggie cam. So hopefully Maggie's doing all right this morning.
17 seconds, right,
and-
bro?
And
17 seconds, and you got to pull
There
it.
it
There
is.
it is. Is that what it is?
That's a Melbourne Magic right
no, I
there.
don't
So
have a coffee
jealous
machine
of your made-up Australian coffee
It's
ways.
not even the Melbourne Magic. What are we even doing?
We need,
Melbourne,
dude. Okay, let him talk. Go
What?
ahead, AJ.
I'm on fire over here.
Jesus Christ. Eye surgery. I've had it done as well.
Like,
It was the greatest thing ever. But they did warn you that as you got older, you wouldn't be able to see like close up as good. Like you'd still need reading glasses.
Yeah.
And I can say nearly 8 years later, that's true. So look forward to that.
Thanks, buddy.
And the smell was fantastic. That was the weirdest thing. Hey guys, Coach Comma 2 did a project in year 8 at St. Matthew's School. Taking the eyes apart, smelliest thing. Something with the eyes and smell, perhaps, whether you're burning it or cutting them up. And I'm going to say this, I'm hoping for the last time. It's al fresco, not al fresca.
right.
Fresco.
Fresco.
So here's the thing. Saying stuff wrong is an amazing trait. And Gary's tried to hijack that for years. And so he was trying to say it. He was like, call it the skeleton.
The San Francisco. We all got it. It's fine.
The Alfredo. And I'm like, no. I say al fresca because it's almost right. You know, Al adds S to everything, my father. So Safeway, when there used to be Safeway, was Safeways. I'm going to Safeways.
Yes,
I was like,
Al.
are you?
Yes.
Are you going to all of them, Al?
Probably did.
He might have went to a couple,
If the
found a
deal's
bargain.
there. Yeah. Interesting.
Struggling with my earpiece.
Well, dude, you got to tuck it. Either way.
Darcy Tucker.
Well done. Okay, first question for you, Coach number 1. Did you succeed in making your roll into the ocean last week?
Oh, I thought we were doing the list. Okay, yeah.
You
Did you roll in the ocean?
Curtis is really excited about this.
I came prepared for once. Oh, you guys, every week we come and we talk baseball. Today I'm like, let's talk baseball, and we're just dragging our feet. I got a list.
Do you think he'll catch on that we just totally punked him and made him do all that and we're not going to talk about it?
We have Simon Hyatt watching. He's playing along at home.
You know what we should.
Let him answer the question.
All right. Yeah, you rolled. Look, did you guys look at the photos? We're in a group chat with them. Why do we have to tell everybody?
I sent the video.
Yeah,
I
send a
the
video. You rolled in there.
The viewer wants to know.
Oh, yeah.
It's continuity from last week.
I gotcha.
This is what you're supposed to do. Inform
left-
the viewer on where we left.
We left it as a cliffhanger. People
right.
tuned in this Wednesday to see.
So we have a video that we can't show anyone. Can you pull the video up and put it up in front of the camera?
Oh, yeah, that worked well last time.
Well, if you like stand up and put
The
it in front of
hand
you.
was the hand that rocks the cradle.
Well, you
was
don't send
criticizing
it in there.
me.
Yeah, we have to have all videos ready to go before the show. We know that.
I feel like we could just coach one, just do this a few times. Just spin,
reenact
and we'll
it.
visualize. That's what it was into the water, okay?
Did you notice?
What is what is that?
Interpretive dancing.
Oh, jeez.
Call that one rolling.
Oh, look what
rolling
happened
in the
now.
ocean. There
Okay,
it is.
there
Lock
we go.
it in. Yeah. Well,
Here.
well.
That was
So
my
let-
roll.
Let me
Let's go.
My roll.
download this.
He's going for it. Well, don't send it to him. I'm just saying, play it on your phone right in front of the camera.
Oh, yeah, that's the way.
Let's do
That's
that.
like old school way.
Yeah.
We don't want to pull it up.
No.
We don't want to show our
no,
talents.
it gets too It has to be before the show.
Oh,
I didn't know
there's
we
other
had this.
talents. We can zoom in. Can you zoom in there?
Oh man, don't.
Can I-
no.
oh,
okay, I
man.
can do it. Actually, hold on. We got.
I
this.
got it, bro.
We're getting creative. I know, but I gotta get
He's
this.
zooming
camera.
in on me.
Okay, here we go.
Look at the sound
Wait
of.
for it. Wait
no,
for
wait
it.
for it.
Wait for it.
Zoom in.
This is going to be good. Oh, look at that. Oh, hold on. Product placement. By the way, he
that's
is
good.
an
Right next to it,
author.
though.
Zoom in more.
Get that book.
Man, do you guys notice how old my hands look? That's how I know
You
I'm
got
getting
old
old.
man hands.
That's
Don't-
not
don't
the
run
video.
away.
Maze.
Stop
I think
moving
that's,
it.
That's
That's
not
just
the
setting
video.
up the scene. That's setting up the scene
And that's
of
Max.
what I'm about to enter.
Okay. I'm
But
ready
then I
for
think
this.
you got to go to the next one where there's actually people in it.
Man, I used to think
no-
I could be a
there's-
hand model.
There's nothing there, Coach.
All right.
Comment.
Yeah,
You got to go to the
accidentally-
next video.
He accidentally plays
to
a
the next
video
video.
of himself.
There's
singing,
no other videos.
Singing the mini pops into his hairbrush. Oh, that's definitely not it.
How did that get there?
Is there a previous video? I don't think you sent it, bro.
I thought,
You guys,
okay, I'm looking for.
that's okay. We
There's
can
a
leave
photo, a
it fresh.
family photo of you guys in the
Oh, that's beautiful.
ocean. Let's
Look at
look
that.
my fingers.
Yeah, wasn't there another one? There should be another
How old
one.
those
No.
hands are.
Oh, jeez.
38
oldest
minutes,
hands.
guys.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay, we'll leave it for next week.
How do you do this?
We're
Oh,
leaving it for
Okay,
next
we'll leave
week.
it for next week.
Yeah, it's all good.
No.
Yes, we're doing it because you know what? Sometimes, as much as we like to just freestyle and let it go,
And sometimes
if I
when
can
we
even
touch-
if I can even feel that we're going a little too far, then we know we've gone way too far. That's one lesson that I've learned.
Whatever, Gary.
All right. So, before we get into this list, are we gonna
You guys
all
gonna fight?
No, never. There's no fighting.
We're already crying up here, all of us.
That's it. Too many loose
For all
tear
different
ducts.
reasons.
Yeah, that's for sure.
One guy's got a tear duct issue.
Oh.
So we're gonna go through this list and we're gonna read it along. I want you to take the reins on this. Can you handle that?
I'm taking the reins?
Yeah, just to.
We're talking about the Blue Jay transactions.
I
Let's
want to
throw-
get into the Hall of Fame talk.
Let's
before,
throw an
but
old
we have time.
curveball because I've heard Curtis prepared. So everything he prepared for is out the window. Let's talk. Let's talk
All-time
about
favorite.
Anthony Santander. Now,
5 years.
5 years. Okay,
180?
opt-out clause after the third year.
Okay.
Okay, they gave him the amount of money he wanted to make
It's the newest Blue Jay.
per Av this year, and then what's the opposite of escalating?
I'm pretty sure opt-out clause.
I'm
Visited
I'm
my
never
family on
good at it.
December 25th.
I've been into a few bar fights. I'm never good at de-escalating.
Cadillac?
I was hoping you'd say the word.
De-escalating.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then, anyway, it goes down. It tapers down to about 14 million. There's also deferrals, so it's like the cap hits only 14 million. Great signing. There's also rumors out there that the Jays aren't done. So earlier, if you were watching us, we were being very pessimistic and very grumpy bums. We weren't going to get involved in the Soto talk because we knew there's
knew it
no
was
hope.
coming, yeah.
We were already going to get let down. We weren't going to wait. But now, after all the big fish have signed, there's still some quality out there that are looking for homes. And if we knew that was the play the whole time, we could have been on board and pumped. But you can't show your card. So I'm giving the benefit of the doubt to Ross and Mark that was their play the whole time.
Wow.
Jack up the price to everyone. And now these guys that have been waiting are going to come home to the Blue Jays. So now we can get excited. So there's the Pete Alonso. I don't know where I'm looking, but I'm looking at both.
Camera
Pete,
two.
all right, let's look at that one. Pete Alonso. There's Jurix and Profar.
I like those guys.
Those two are rumored that one of those two will be a Blue Jay in due time. Alex Bregman train is
You know I
gone.
love him. Oh,
It's
boo.
gone.
Okay.
It's probably gone. And then there's the other one, Mad Max Scherzer.
Ooh, does his
Okay.
arm still work?
He still works. He's old, a grizzled vet.
I like
But
those
for
guys.
what he'll need to do, he'll be a great addition. So there's a rumor about him. Then there's an Estevez, Emilio Estevez.
I like him.
Not him, but there's an Estevez relief pitcher that might be on. I'm struggling with this thing
Well, no,
today.
because you don't have it tucked right. You
And
gotta
I don't
tuck
have
it
the
around-
custom.
You got to tuck it around your neck. Yeah, sound hearing impressions. Shout out to the Cassandra and the team over there. And her name was Cassandra.
Like
you
this?
just got to, no, not like that. Coach number one, can you coach this guy on how to do a show? Like, what's going on here?
Bro,
Well, that's actually pretty badass having it. Like, well, until you unplug it. Yeah, that's fair.
it's like
Okay.
a bib.
So that's the Blue Jays wrap up. I'd love to
what
see
are
the polar bear come walking on over.
Oh, that'd be
I guess
amazing.
him and Vladdy would share first in DH.
Can we get some assistance here, please?
Well,
With a
here's
hand?
my question about the Jays. Well,
All right.
Coach Kamatu tries to work out stuff that I don't understand.
Yeah, headsets.
So I was on that. I'm usually pretty optimistic oh, they got things under control. And then I lost hope. I was like, we're stuffed. We're going to lose Vladdy. We're going to lose Bichette. We're going downhill. Now there's a little bit of hope. There's a little bit of hope, I think, with the one signing. But this one here, though, I think this shows, and I would love to know the real story. Why did we do this thing with Cleveland to get extra international signing bonus and get that guy who can run and straw?
May I?
Straw. Come on, that looked pretty.
It's terrible.
Anyways, yeah, I want to understand this better.
We won't understand it. However, they did. Allegedly, there's still. I don't know if all the players are gone.
Dying. That's why your headset's dying.
I'm dying.
Yeah, not you. The headset. Keep going. Keep talking.
All right.
That's not why I'm crying.
Oh.
Don't lose thought.
It was that you prepared for the show, and I'm not going to let you have it.
I'm going to burn through this list of Simon Hyatt at 4:57 if I
don't
have
even know
to.
who Simon Hyatt is.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He founded.
We're all
on
here
the local
today
TV.
because of Simon Hyatt.
That's right. Here,
All right.
send those down to him.
I don't
That's
want
right.
Yeah.
batteries.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez Louise.
it's okay. Tell us
Okay.
real quick. Explain the straw before we get into this.
Okay, the straw. I don't know the deal. I'm lost like AJ. What I did learn, though, in the penalty system, there's not really penalties. So guys will change for the opportunity, or trade players, or acquire money for the opportunity to spend more of the slot money. It's just a figurative dollar that you're allowed to spend up to. So sometimes there's value in doing that. Now, taking on not a massive contract, a former Gold Glover that provides depth defense at $6 million this year and $5.5 million next year, it's not that big of a deal. But when you trade for that slot money, when you sign qualified free agents that have rejected their qualified offer, not only are there compensation picks that go to the team that they came from when you sign them, you also get penalized international slot money. So the Jays must have thought the $5 million that they had in slot money was going to be used either for Sasaki or someone else, and they felt they needed more to maybe push for Sasaki, or they can use for these 3 QOs that they're signing. One was Santander. 2 will be either Alonso, who's one. Profar didn't have. Another one's Pavetta that had one attached to it.
Nice.
So you need that, and each one of those costs $1 million in slot money. Even though the it's already over, everyone's signed, the money's there. It means it's so stupid, but you need that extra cash, from what I understood, and I could be way off base.
Is Nick Pavetta Canadian? He's Canadian.
Yes,
isn't
sir.
He? Nice.
Somewhat.
Oh,
they're all
Canada.
part. How do I do this? Oh, there you go.
There you go. Pop them in, take them out. Okay, so this list that we keep talking about. Shout out again to Simon Hyatt, avataring for the great Curtis Anderson here. Shout out to. Can we say Shaw still? Can we say shout out to Shaw? Shout out to local access TV.
Rogers.
It's Rogers now, but we come from the era of Shaw.
I come from that era.
It's the man that built Shaw, pretty much.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He built Shaw.
Yeah.
Then did he sell Shaw? No, he didn't own Shaw.
No.
He built it as
He
the
built
person in
it,
front of
and
the
then he
camera.
walked away.
Yeah.
I hear the guy that sold Shaw is doing okay.
Yeah. The people that own Shaw did okay while we worked there.
Yeah, and did even well.
They
sold it.
One year they had some record sales. They flew us all out to Calgary for a private party on a hangar with like all you can eat steak buffet and a private concert by 5440. So yeah, we did okay for a few years there.
What is that song?
I Go Blind.
5440. Yeah.
Ties back to
red
Every time
wine.
that's the
No,
one.
that's UB40.
That's you.
5440 is every
that's
time
pretty good.
I look at you, I go blind.
That's Hootie and the Blowfish.
No,
Hootie did it better. Hootie's like,
Hootie
in
did
the
every-
morning when I get up. But 5440 was like,
real. Sorry.
they had harmonies to it where every time I look at you, I go blind. That one.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that I got Simon Hyatt to tune in, who
you think
carries
he's in-
the entire local sports community on his shoulder. And I was like, you guys got to check this show out.
Do you think
and
he's enjoying it?
guaranteed they're all watching
gone?
Wheel of Fortune by now. Like, it's
Yeah.
gone. It's a tumbleweed. It's fine, though. It's fine.
Hey,
you know?
dude, that's what happens when you really go for it and when you go live. You
I
know,
got to
if this
go
was
pick up my
scripted-
kid, so I'm out.
See you, buddy.
Just kidding.
It's okay.
But no,
I have the
I do have to
list.
go. Yeah,
Okay,
it's fine.
so this
Let's get
list-
after this. Okay.
This list came
Let's
up
go, let's
as
go.
an
All right.
idea from the boys on the group chat that I never look at, and here we go. Take over. Coach, 2, Tell us about this.
Okay, so we are talking about the Hall of Fame inductees, right?
Yes.
And you wanted
That
to
was my
talk
jump
about
off.
that. That was your
Yeah.
jump off to what Curtis is talking about. So I don't want to I've already derailed this whole thing long enough, and I do have to leave pretty quick to go get my child. So
Let's get in there.
I have a difficult time talking about the Hall of Fame without getting into the whole steroid debate,
Of course.
without getting into the who was allowed in, who's
Asterisks,
not
all
allowed
that
in, the
stuff. Yeah,
asterisks,
we
or
get it.
who allowed people, who allowed those asterisks to happen for a long period of time to gain fame, and then
Took
he
it
gets
away.
it inducted. You know what I mean? So I don't want to take any more, but we're talking about the Hall of Fame inductions. There's only 3 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ichiro Suzuki, Auto.
Can you believe that someone voted no on that?
I
It wasn't unanimous? I guess we can because it happens all the time.
can,
Yeah.
because there's always guys on the list that
I'm gonna be
maybe
the guy that says no, thank
well,
you.
not only, but can you vote for as many as possible? Can you just check the entire box that everybody gets in, or is it 12? I thought you had a limit of 12 out of the 40 on the box, but I could be wrong. You might be able to
Whatever it
get
is.
unlimited
Yeah.
because you can just click one,
Either
and
way.
that's it.
Yeah.
So who are the other 2?
Billy Wagner
And
and CC Sabathia. You know I love fat pitchers, dude. I love fat pitchers going all the way back to Gaylord Perry, David Wells. Those are my guys, the workhorses. Sorry, I got it animated there.
I'm a little bit upset that Andrew Jones didn't get in. I
Another
mean, young, like he was.
At
He's been
19,
one of the youngest guys to make an appearance in the MLB.
Yeah.
Played in
Amazing.
important playoff
Atlanta, baby.
situations.
Yeah.
And then he continued. I didn't look up his WAR per year. I know he didn't have his.
Only vote for 10.
Who's Simon Hyatt?
What do you...
Is he actually watching?
Yes,
So-
that's what I'm
yes.
telling you. He
What's
made
up,
this
Simon?
list. How are
You're
you
playing
not?
checkers. Simon Hyatt's playing chess, man.
Holy! And the hand has a voice.
Right?
Well, hey,
There's
no,
a
it
lot
doesn't.
happening. It's a big episode.
Holy!
I got people to tune in to hear this list that we're never going to get to.
That's it. We're
All right,
losing
let's
AJ
get it.
here. Look
Let's
at
get
him.
after it.
We're losing him.
No, we're going.
Okay.
So this list that we
And
made
this
up,
is me finally being like, do you guys actually know what you're talking about?
that's it.
Right.
Fact
Probably
checking.
not.
I finally have like a barometer to see if you guys are, know your stuff or not.
So what it is a full roster of your favorite players. That's what it is. It's very simple, very
Yeah.
easy. And we spent the first half hour of this episode teasing this moment. There's no way this is not going to live up to all of that temptation.
Can
that
I
we've been
just
putting
say
out
that
there.
Andrew
No,
Jones
let's
has
do
had
it.
11 great years. 11 great years. How isn't that like a great? Like 11, 3 WAR or greater, 3 to 8 WAR in a year.
pretty good.
11 years. So it makes no sense that he's not in there.
I'm with you.
I'm dumbfounded. What is
Okay.
it? What are we doing?
Let's start at
We're
the
going
top.
to the list. Where are we starting?
Position.
All right.
Position players.
Of
Yeah.
everyone in the Hall of Fame.
Not
No,
the
this
Hall
is
of
your-
Fame. This
you're
is your
putting together
favorite
your-
players
Oh my
list.
God.
Are you?
Oh, is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I ain't got time for this.
AJ, I'm with you, man. Like, what are you doing?
You wrote the list of what we had to come up with.
This has
Oh,
been
yeah,
your
right.
whole project.
I thought we were talking about the Hall of Fame.
Some people
bragged-
just want to see the world burn.
I bragged to someone the other day talking about why Coach Maisie is so
Yeah.
important to this place because he literally built an entire
Right.
show for our all the way around table, which
Yes,
we do every
sir.
Wednesday.
This is the first time I've ever come prepared
Yeah.
for a Wednesday chat.
And then
Well,
he
here's
does
the
this.
deal.
There we
Okay.
I don't got time for this. But the thing is, why did you throw me a curveball by saying let's talk about the Hall of Fame?
go. I just wanted to mention it.
What?
It was
Oh,
just a
God.
thing.
Last week, you
Oh,
guys.
I was
pulled
there
a joke
last
on me
week.
AJ, I'm with
saying,
you.
We're gonna talk about it. I was like, oh no,
Hey,
we're just kidding. We're gonna do
you
it.
take
next
the
week.
reins, Coach One. It's
Yeah,
up to
Coach
you.
number
You
one.
started it
Let's go.
off.
AJ, have you ever? Here's the
No.
thing. Do you have Gary texting you sometimes? Hey, can you come on the show today? We got to do this. It's like, hey, can we talk about the Hall of Fame today? I was like, in my brain, it's like, oh no, AJ's not available. Curtis won't be there. It's like, yeah, we're doing fillers. You know what I mean? So I'm coming all
can't-
day. I'm thinking about the Hall of Fame talk.
I know you so well, and I can't
I
tell
love
if
how
you're-
my attendance
if you're being
somehow
real or not.
impacts
I'm
what you
100%
do and
real.
don't talk about when it comes to the world of baseball.
You just try to get energy out of me.
Okay, I love your energy.
Okay, let's go.
Frig.
Coach number one, take charge of this. We need a leader.
Start
I've
us
read your
off.
book. I know you're a true leader. Guide us through this list.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go by Coach Kamatu's list, and we're gonna go position by position,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and just try and keep the odd time you can have a little bit of commentary, but if we talk about 20 players
Yeah,
each
we're not gonna
and
make
add
it.
It's
on
not
too
gonna
much
work.
commentary,
Yeah.
we're not going to get done. So, all right.
Let's do it.
We're going by Coach Comatou's list. I'll read it out.
Okay.
Shortstop. Gary, who you got?
Favorite shortstop of all time? It's got to be Ozzie Smith. I just love me some Ozzie Smith. He was like the first guy to make shortstops cool. Backflipping all over the place. It's awesome. Next up.
Now, talking of
I'm-
cool, let's go to Avatar Curtis.
Okay. Avatar. I love that.
This is so sweet.
Shawan Dunstan. Did I say that correctly?
Shawan Dunstan.
Shawan Dunstan.
There we go.
Sean.
Yeah.
Is there any
I mean,
write-ups?
pronouncing these players, these fine gentlemen correctly may be the last of my uphill battle today, but
I think it's
Shawan, that's my boy.
Yeah. Shout out Shawan.
Okay, I'm not going to talk long, but there's supposed to be a batting order here, so we're just doing position by position.
Position only.
All right.
This
Do
is
not
your
complicate.
list.
Okay.
We're going by the list.
That you created.
No, you guys didn't understand. That was just a figurative. Like in general, the
Okay.
shortstop would be a leadoff hitter.
Yeah.
We need to
Okay.
stop
Who you-
arguing.
who
Let's
you
get
got,
the
bro?
list. Let's
All
go.
right. Team Spicy Cabbage, Jason Mazie. He's got Tony Fernandez. I have Ozzie Smith. Hold on. Team Puddle Jumpers. This is either Jace Loberg or Drew Loberg. Shortstop is Alex Rodriguez.
Ooh. Asterisk Rodriguez.
Okay.
Okay. Who
Next
do you got?
up.
Who do you
Are
got?
we supposed to get a friend to make a list for us?
He
Oh, dude, I got so many people
He's got
making
so
lists,
many
dude.
people.
We're gonna have a league.
Okay, you guys, we have every shortstop except
gonna-
AJ's. Who's your shortstop?
The captain, Derek Jeter.
Boo.
That's
Also-
someone I have heard of.
Overrated.
Also someone who didn't go unanimously, hey? That's something? Anyways,
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Where do we go next?
Next up.
We're going to right fielder. Right
Oh,
fielder.
It's a good one.
Oh, man.
Batting number 2.
Right field. Can I say Joe
Maze,
Carter?
you go.
Oh,
Tony Gwynn.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Sammy Sosa, who I have heard of. However, there's an asterisk here. Will hopefully soon be replaced by Kyle Tucker.
Oh, how
Hot take.
about that?
Oh.
I like that. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call here.
Oh, no.
Again, still, people call during the live show. That's okay. We'll call it back. Okay, so I'm going to say Joe Carter. Can I say Joe Carter? He played right field, right?
Absolutely.
I love me some Joe Carter. He also played at
yeah.
first. We can put him everywhere, but touch them all, Joe. That's the way to go.
Yep.
Next,
Okay, and I'm adding Vladimir Guerrero Sr.
oh, so good.
Okay, I would
He had a
like to
gun.
let you know that Jace Loberg also picked Vladimir Guerrero Sr. as his right fielder. Drew Loberg picked Tony Gwynn as well as
Tonys.
I did. Okay.
Who are
And
these people, by the way?
They are friends.
Okay.
And
He's got so
my
many lists.
son,
Oh, here we go.
Jacoby Mazie,
Yeah,
picked Babe
Okay.
Ruth.
That's
Hey,
allowed. That's allowed.
there it is.
That's a good one.
The Babe.
The Babe Ruth.
And AJ?
He had Boba Fett as a
So,
shortstop. Sorry,
all right.
I've got 7
You had
lists
Boba
going.
Fett?
Boba Fett.
Okay.
Boba
Yeah,
Fett's a great
so
thing.
We're,
I like
we're
that.
going to make just a little bit of an adjustment on the go here. We're just going to stick to our 4. Jacoby, you can add Jacoby's in once
you
in a while.
go.
'Cause
We'll never
family.
get through. I like that.
All
Good,
right.
these
good
other
leadership.
people we don't have time for.
Gotcha.
We have
All right.
time for them. They're good people.
Now, batting number 3, first base.
Oh.
Curtis, who'd you have at Avatar Curtis? Who'd you have at first base?
I had the Rizzler, man. Anthony Rizzo.
Ooh, the Rizzler.
Asterisk, even his time as a Yankee doesn't disqualify him.
Wow. Very well said.
Yeah, huh? I feel like that's a shot at
Very
someone or
well
something.
said.
Yep.
Get it.
We're at first base here.
Yeah.
Nice work. Nice work.
I'm going Jim Tomei.
Jim Tomei.
Seen him hit a couple bombs.
Very interesting. I actually, I have a tie. Is that okay? Going back to my love of fat guys.
I've never seen you in a tie.
John Kruk
Cecil.
and Cecil Fielder.
Called it.
That's it. My guy. I love the big guys.
So one guy would be on the bench. That's okay.
Well, he can DH.
Well, you
Either
are
way.
picking it.
But
AJ?
we'll get to the bench when
Yep.
that's on your list. That's on the list later on that Coach Comatoo made.
AJ, who you
Uh,
got?
I had McGuire, Bagwell, Pujols, Thomas because my brother Shane loves Frank Thomas. But
Shout out Shane.
in the end, I went with Vladdy Guerrero Jr.
Wow. See, and we
respect.
also have to put a little bit of love out to Sweet Swing and Johnny Overd. I mentioned him earlier. Like, when's the last time a guy touched 400 for that long? Like, that was just an incredible ride. Want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
All right. Cool. Now batting cleanup, the DH.
Oh boy.
Gary, who'd you have?
As a DH, and this has to be strictly DH, or can we just throw someone in there who can just slug?
Yeah, we can do whatever. There's not many rules other than we're going to follow the list that Coach Comatu made
Okay.
for us.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and throw in Prince Fielder, my sweet Prince, one of my favorite vegans.
No,
Yes,
the
so-
list says if they've DH'd before, they can be a DH.
It's fine. I'm going with it. I didn't write down anything. It's off my dome. Everyone else has info. I'm just going with what comes to my head.
Kyle Schwarber.
I think that's going to cause issues.
I like it.
Oh,
It'll cause
sorry.
issues, 100%.
Go ahead.
Also, I need to leave in 3 minutes. Okay? I'm going to go with my
He
DH,
just blew it all up.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Hey, put it up. Let's pair it up. No one? I'm the only guy?
Yeah,
There it
nice.
is. Okay. That's good.
Now, the only reason I said there's going to
The
be
hell happened
issues,
there?
Gary, with your team, because Prince and Cecil, I don't think they get along. Like, I think there's issues
I know.
there.
I'm trying to put them back together.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I know, because there was a huge blow up in that relationship.
Gary's
Yes.
building bridges over
That's
here.
right. I'm taking this opportunity.
Serving
I
many
like it.
masters.
I like it.
Avatar Curtis.
There's a little field of dream.
What are we on, 3B?
No, I'm going now.
Oh,
Shohei
no.
Ohtani at
DH.
DH.
Oh, that's a very good one. Very, very good one.
There's no way you've developed
right.
a love for a guy over 4 years.
He's followed him since Japan, bro.
How good is he?
He's the
He
best.
is- He's
The
one
best.
of the best of all time. It
Yeah,
is.
he's
Okay.
great.
Third base. Coach Kamatu, you go because you've got 90 seconds left.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know he's a shortstop, but for me, when I watched the game, I saw him at third base.
That's fair.
I love the tip of the hat when Alex in the All-Star game let him take shortstop when he came on the field. I don't know if you remember that
Yeah,
moment.
Of course.
I like that moment.
Okay.
But for this team, my rules he's playing third base because I got Ozzie friggin' Smith at shortstop.
It's a good place to be. Who's next?
Chris Bryant.
Oh, that's an interesting
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
That is good. He hit
Yeah.
a lot of bombs.
Big time.
That's see.
Yeah,
Not
he was a
really.
Cubby, wasn't it? You guys love the Cubbies.
I was thinking of a different Chris. I was thinking of KHRIS, Chris Davis.
Also Sox dingers. For me, it's got to be Kelly Gruber. No contest.
That's
I
impressive.
want Kelly Gruber
fair
with the
enough.
chin burn after the tag that didn't get called. I want him to just be burnt right down the front.
We have 1 minute.
That's my guy. 1 minute. Here we go. AJ, who you got?
1 minute. I had Jeff Reichen, but ultimately I went with Chipper Jones.
Very similar. Very similar. Chipper Jones is good.
Yep.
That's a really
I remember
good dude.
Jeff
All
Reichen,
right.
two Jeff Reichen moments. He hit a home run in, I think, 1998 or 7. 98, came to the bench, and it was his first one of the year, and he says, finally. And I was like, dude, we're playing this big league ballparks. Like, you're not going to sock 340-foot home runs all the time.
That's it.
Like, you got a hold of one. You've had some frozen ropes to the gaps. It just didn't get any lift. But yeah, finally, you've got your moment. Big deal. Also, when he broke that kid's femur, or what, the high part of your leg,
Oh, yeah.
when we were allowed to still run the
Run the catcher.
catcher in baseball, that was still allowed, and
Go
he,
right through.
he
Yikes.
snapped that guy's leg. I
Pete
remember
Rose.
that. Very sad. That kid didn't go on to
Okay,
play
let's
baseball.
not end on that. If you're going to
All right.
leave right away,
Let's go next. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you guys.
Give us
all
your
day.
left fielder. Give us your left fielder.
My left fielder is Bo Jackson.
you
Mr. Hyatt may be taking liberties here because he said Andre Dawson, and I'm not sure he ever played a game in left field, but he'd be fine there.
dude,
Yeah, that's
the
a
Hawk.
Something to think
I
about.
mean,
Love the
Hyatt's making his own rules here, you know. But to be your credit, as we'll find out later, I don't have a catcher on my bench, and Jason Mazie says that's not a legit roster if you don't have a backup catcher, not a back catcher, but just a backup
That's it. We
catcher
learned about that
on your
before.
bench.
But a back.
Yeah.
Then you don't have a true bench, which I don't, but I'm pretty sure guys could catch. Continue. Where are you
Is
at?
that on me?
Gary. Left fielder.
I'm going to throw Ricky Henderson out there. Can I do that? We okay with that?
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah,
Devo
I'm
and
curious
Ricky,
to know
right?
Who your center fielder is?
Well, Devo and Ricky. You know, trying to work my
Okay.
93s
Okay,
in there.
yeah.
AJ, who you got?
Kid's gonna be so
I
mad at me.
went with Rock Reigns, Tim Raines.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Curtis-
Expose.
Curtis Vale, favorite player all time. Erdy,
Baylor. Shout out to
30,
Baylor.
the Vailer. You played against Vale, AJ? You know Curtis Vale? Nationals?
Nobody could take
When
a
you
beanball
played
like
a
him.
little Clams, did you not? You played a little Outlaws, but he was a did you play Nationals too?
Outlaws and Clams. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
LePage was on that team.
Marco, we saw him at the draft. Love Marco. Okay, you got to go.
Yeah.
I should, but we'll finish this. Whatever. Like, he's my son. He's not gonna. What is
Okay.
he gonna do? Like, give
You're a
me.
good father.
It's
You're a good
plus
father.
2 out.
Okay, Mace.
Like, he'll be
let's-
fine.
Let's speed it up.
Yep.
By the way, quick reset.
Field.
It's all the way around table, hanging out on a Wednesday with the boys here. We are doing the all-time favorite team roster in baseball. I think we should do this in other sports too because it's going so well.
It's fine.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Jacoby, I'd like you to know that
Couldn't
if
we?
we didn't have to do a quick reset, I would have been there on time.
That's fair. I'll take
but
that
Gary
one.
has to present a.
Next position. It's called
YouTube show.
resets. It's important. Next position.
Center field.
Oh,
Andrew Jones.
I want to be center field.
I was gonna say, put me in, coach. Dexter Fowler.
Fowler.
Isn't he an Offspring?
No.
Fun
it's-
little.
Hold on, and then Simon Hyatt says, I wanted to go with one of my 2 favorite players as a kid here, Ken Griffey Jr. or Kirby Puckett, but couldn't mess up the theme. And reading this, I was a little worried he was messing up the theme, I'll be honest. So he says, of course, minus the last 2 seasons.
What is the theme?
God, I was hoping you knew.
I can't. I would
you
have had to
haven't
been paying attention.
You haven't been playing along.
No, I haven't been paying attention. But I would like you to know that every time Steve Rio hears center field
I
on
love
the
Steve
radio
Rio. So many
in his
shout-outs.
car, he pulls over, takes a photo of it, and texts it to me. All the photos I have in my phone from Steve Rio is just
Center
his satellite radio saying
It's beautiful.
John Fogerty center
wonderful.
field.
Beautiful.
It's a great song.
You got to take the kid, right? How can you not take Ken Griffey? It's like the one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, smoothest swing ever. He's
I'll
on.
take him. I
he's
was going
on
to
my
take
bench,
Devon
but-
White, but I got switched. I pivoted. Ken Griffey Jr. AJ?
Nice. Yeah. Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You know what?
See, we
Ken
switched it
Griffey
around.
Jr. should switch the MLB
Logo
to
to him.
Griffey's
Yep.
swing.
Him or John
To
Older?
his swing. Yeah. Good call. Good call. Okay. This I think will be an interesting one. Here we go. Catcher.
Oh.
Starting catchers.
Yogi Berra. Didn't get to see him play, but I must have liked his comments or seen some old clips
Oh.
growing up on This Week in Baseball. And that's Twib for you nerds out there.
Well
that was my
done.
favorite show growing up.
Me
and
too.
they must have had something on Yogi
So
Berra
good.
to make me like him.
Of course. Avatar Curtis.
I have to, well, my last comment has to be redacted because one of the comments that I attached to Dexter Fowler actually goes to this gentleman. So, minus the last 2 seasons is Wilson Contreras.
Contreras.
Wilson
Contreras.
Contreras.
I was
He's got
getting
a
there.
brother.
I was getting there.
It's a good one.
Willem
Okay.
or William.
If I'm doing catcher, I gotta say because he's always been my
Russell
favorite.
Martin.
No, Pat Borders.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Borders was the reason I put in a pound of chaw before every game they get busted out.
No, my
All
reason was Jay Buhner, but that's fine. Borders
that's
had
fair.
small chaw.
Dude,
Buhner was legit.
I want
chaw.
the all chaw team. I also,
Also-
shout out Pudge Rodriguez. The guy is just a
Yeah,
legend.
Pudge. I was a
Pudge, my
huge
guy.
Pudge fan
Yeah.
too, growing up.
AJ, who's catching for you?
Yeah. Doesn't Pat Borders have like 14 kids?
Probably. He was a true
think he's
man. I could
got-
see him
he's
being
got a
very,
lot.
very fertile.
Yes. Yeah. I went with Salvador Perez.
Perez, Salvi. Yeah, he's still
Royals.
going, hey? Man, that guy
He's
can
still
hit.
going yet and still smiling. So I'm when I chose the players, I made a conscious choice. It's got to be players that I've seen, like watched on TV. Because I would do a special shout out to Cy Young because our oldest Jack's middle name is Cy, and then Ollie's middle name is Mays. So Willie Mays would be there too. But I
Exactly. Me
stayed
and
away
Jay
from those
Mays.
guys because never got
Named
to watch
after
them.
Jason
So.
Mays.
Anyways, there we go. Now second baseman.
Ooh, Orlando
go.
Hudson. Oh, dog.
Ooh, the
one's
O-Dog.
touching the O-Dog. I said it last week. And I stand by it all because I had that poster from the Sky Dome in my house for years.
Ryan Sandberg.
That's
Great
why
pick.
there it is.
Good
Yeah.
job.
You're getting
Well
props
done,
now, Simon.
Simon.
Look at that. You're winning grumpy over here. You're winning him over.
Grumpy. Gary wanted to bring the energy. I'm
true.
going Jeff Kent.
Hey.
Wasn't a fan of the guy. Didn't even really realize where he played
Yep.
until he was gone, and I didn't like him.
Hold on,
But
Jeff
then
Kent
his-
as a Blue Jay or Jeff Kent as?
Yeah, like I
Jeff
didn't know
Kent?
he was. I don't think I realized he was a Blue Jay until he was gone.
I got
you know
you.
what I
Yeah,
mean? 'Cause
absolutely.
we were young.
Yeah,
But
when
he
he
had
started
that
crushing
sick
dingers.
mustache.
Yeah.
So good. That mustache was so mint.
Very
like the
handsome.
best push broom mustache. I will say there's work being done on the road into the house back here, and I had to park 6 blocks away. So, Jacoby, I'm sorry, but I will be getting to
another
my
5 minutes
vehicle
on.
when I should be picking you up. All right?
AJ, who
All
you
right.
got?
So we got Sandberg, O-Dog, and Jeff Kent. This one here, I want to hear what you guys think about this guy, Robbie Alomar.
It's fine. He was fine until he spit
Like on
in
field.
someone's
I
face.
know.
I remember
we're
him
not
in the
talking
McCain
about
Catch the Taste
Catch
commercial.
the Taste with McCain Fruit Punch. Great
Epic.
commercials.
I got a funny Robbie
on field,
Alomar
he was
story,
awesome.
No, you told it last
With
time. We're not doing
Monty,
it. We're not doing it.
but
You already
now
told
the
it.
the
Already
No,
allegations.
we're moving along. We got to keep
Yeah,
going.
he's a
We only
already
have
told it.
we only have 47 more.
Okay, where are we going next,
In
AJ?
6 minutes.
Oh my God.
Where are we going next?
Now we're going to we're going according to the list of Coach Kamatu.
Yeah.
So now we're going at 4 bench players.
Wait, can we change the order? Can you say all 4 bench players, then all 4, then all 4, then all 4 to get this done?
Okay,
Then we'll do
let's do
starting
it. Yep,
pitchers,
that's
pitchers,
a good-
pitchers,
How am I
pitchers.
gonna do
Then
that?
RPs.
How am I going to
You set yourself up for failure.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, let's go. AJ, let's go.
So we're going 4 bench players.
Yeah, just say them, and they can be bench players or just your next favorite players because I cheated.
Four bench players: David Ortiz, Jim Tomei, Mookie Betts, and Deion Sanders.
Beautiful. Mookie. Yeah, Dion.
Matt Stairs.
Dion is a sick one.
Russell Martin.
Good one. You're a legal bench now.
Eric Hinsky.
Very cool.
And we need some. It runs really fast. Let's go with
John McDonald.
Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly. Runs
Just
real
came to my
fast.
head. I don't know.
All
Next
right.
up.
Ben
You don't want Lenny Dykstra on there?
Oh,
Dykstra.
Too much talking.
honorable
Let's
mention.
go.
Ben Zobrist.
Zobrist. Yeah.
Zobrist, David Ross.
Yeah.
Matt, here we go. Zhisker.
Wait for it.
SZCZUR.
I couldn't pronounce
And it
either.
actually says, I just want to make Curtis try to say this name on air. So thanks for that.
Well
It's
done,
fine.
Simon.
Chris Colin. Coughlin?
Coughlin.
Coughlin.
Yeah.
Coughlin?
Sweet Superman dive.
Chris Coughlin.
Over the catcher.
Nice
Superman
bench.
dive.
Look,
Gotcha.
Great bench.
Look it up.
I'm so
Sweetest thing
excited
ever.
for the next category.
Okay, Ken Griffey Jr., Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Larry Walker, Jose Batista. My roster's not legal, as per Jay Mays. I wish I could say your guys' thing, but we don't have time. Next, starting pitchers.
There we go. Who's going?
Okay, go first. Go first, Coach Kamatu.
SP, Nolan Ryan. SP, Jim Abbott. SP, Roy Halladay. SP, Jake Peavy. You can reuse names if you want.
Okay, sure.
SP, Tim Wakefield. Those are my top 5 pitchers
Some
of
knuckles
all
in there.
time.
Love that. Avatar Curtis.
All right.
All right, Gary.
Ryan
Avatar
Dempster.
Curtis. Avatar Curtis.
Ryan Dempster. Kyle Hendricks. John Lester. Jake Arrieta. And this is my favorite one. Thanks for this, Simon Hyatt. Simon Hyatt got to interview this guy, and I was camera. And then months later, I referenced him, and I said, remember when you interviewed Osmosis Jones? And he said, do you mean Ferguson Jenkins? And I said, yes, not Osmosis Jones.
You've interviewed Fergie?
Not he did.
He only Avatar.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
He was around me. He was.
I was
camera guy.
I was camera.
Yeah, so you.
But Simon
pretty good.
interviewed him.
Yeah.
I got to pull out from the 1 shot to the 2 shot and back and forth.
Well done. All right, you guys ready for this? Starting 5.
Yep, we're ready.
Here we go. Sandy Koufax. Sandy Koufax has always been my guy. My dad always talks about Sandy Koufax. Then we can go into Juan Guzman, Pat Haintgen.
Yep,
Not bad, hey?
great.
And then we could go, it's got to be Nolan Ryan because the guy just throws, what is it, like 108 miles per hour. And we want one more. I need my big guys. You know what?
You got to go Roy.
Doc?
Yeah, you're not.
All right,
going
Doc
to-
Holliday.
Sorry, you'll
Wow.
appreciate this a lot. He included Ryan Dempster just with an asterisk that
Yep.
says CanCon.
Canadian. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We knew that. We know what
And-
Simon's doing.
One of the best impersonators of Harry Carey. He does a great impersonation of Will Ferrell's Harry Carey.
If the moon were made out of spare ribs, would you eat it? I know I would. Wash it down with a dog cold Budweiser.
Just say yes and we'll move on. It's one of
All right.
my favorite.
AJ,
lines.
starting pitcher. We're so close, you guys.
First one, starting Nolan Ryan, followed by Juan Guzman, followed by Doc Holliday.
Mm.
I'm surprised this didn't make your list, Avatar Curtis. Greg Maddux, because he played with the Cubs.
Yeah.
And This guy's a winner. He gets the job done. Roger Clemens.
Ah, I love
So
him.
you're picking up a theme. There's a Cubs theme here. Is that what's happening?
Big,
bit of a theme.
very
Yeah,
heavy.
he's
Very
Simon
heavy
Hyatt,
Cubs.
not a stranger to watching the Cubs live.
Yeah.
In person.
That's what I was saying to
cool.
this guy.
Once
These
or
guys love the
twice.
Cubs. Yeah.
Once or twice.
That's
he's
a
been
Jay
there.
Mays list, pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Honorable,
let's-
honorable mentions, though, go out to Ryan Kovac and Dan Marari.
Nice.
Ah,
Kovac.
Dan Marari! Hell yeah!
Kovac, he built a deck for Cairns Field before all the renovations did, but
Very
that's
sweet.
back in the day. He built a little deck patio area for you to
Way to
view
go.
down third base side.
Hyper local right there. I like that. All right, final one. We're going to do relievers
All right,
and that's
let's-
it?
let's-
What? Okay. What? What's going
We're
on?
going to do relievers and coaches if we got time. So,
Okay.
closers. Gary, you go.
Well, setup man, Dwayne Ward. Closer, Tom Hankey. And then the rest of, how many more do I need? 4?
You need
5?
1, 2, 3, 4,
another
5. You need
closer
6.
and then 4 relief pitchers.
Another closer would be, I guess, you got to go with Mariano Rivera, only because like his entrance was amazing. And then relievers, man, oh man. Todd Stottlemyre? Can we say Stottlemyre? I love him. How many relievers do we know, you guys? This is where it's going to get me. This is where it's going to get me. Did I say CC Sabathia yet? I'm just going to throw guys in relief.
He
I think I was just talking about fat guys. And then, yeah, David Wells, Gaylord Perry, all those guys. How many more? 2 more?
Dontrell Willis.
Oh, I love Dontrell. Dontrell Willis. And we will close out with,
Jordan Romano.
yeah, all right, Jordan Romano, for the sake of moving on.
All right. Closers: Lee Smith, Hector Rondon.
Ooh.
What's SU again? I lost it.
Setup.
Setup.
Pedro Strop.
Yeah.
And then my RPs are Travis Wood, Mike Montgomery, Turk Wendell, and Kerry Wood.
Okay,
Gary Wood. Yeah.
I'm going next.
Simon,
Okay.
that's incredible. Well done.
That is very well done. So I'm going to go finish with the closers, and I'm going to skip over a guy. Phil Necro,
Ooh, nice.
when he was in
Knuckleball.
RP, I like the knuckleball. RP Rick Ankiel,
Also a great hitter.
position player, pitcher,
Slash
whatever.
pitcher, yeah.
Frank Viola. The only reason is
Viola.
I had the score baseball cards, and he was in an artistic pose with an apple. Brad Radke, setup man Mark Wohlers throws 104. Closer Trevor Hoffman, closer Rolly Fingers, and I skipped
guy.
over RP Turk Wendell. Turk Wendell, most interesting man alive. If you have time to YouTube anything else besides Dufferin Avenue Media content, look up Turk Wendell. He wore shark teeth necklaces before they were cool. He also would fill his mouth with black licorice in between each inning instead of chewing
chalk.
tobacco.
Yeah.
And then he would jump over
First
third
base,
base
or
or
third base
first
side,
base side going into the dugout. He would never touch the chalk, which is why I tell kids if
Don't
they
touch the
touch chalk, they're benched. And that's a Turk Wendell rule. Also, he would brush his teeth in between every single inning at the corner of the dugout. Most interesting man alive. Great that he's on this list.
Love it.
Very well done, me.
All right. Coach
right.
number
Let's-
1, finally, we have reached the end.
All right.
Give us your relief pitcher.
Trevor Hoffman, Clayton Kershaw, Jack Morris. If you needed a
Great
guy to
one,
win
Morris.
You
I
would have
love
loved
Jack
Jack
Morris,
Said that. You
yeah.
wish you'd have said
I
that.
do. I
Should've
100%
went
do.
back.
And then Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson as a
Oh,
relief
yeah.
pitcher is quite
Beardo.
quirky. I liked him. The setup, Dennis Eckersley.
Oh, he's so good. Yeah.
He'd come in and he'd shut it down. And then
that's a Robbie
closers,
Allen.
Tom Hankey and Rivera. I was bouncing up Chris Von Hagen. I don't know if he was a little bit older for you guys, but
No, we
man,
know
he could throw gas
Chris
back
Von
in
Hagen,
Bantam. Oh, he was good.
Even more so
Happening
scary
over here.
I'm rolling fingering.
on the Pee Wee Diamonds and
Oh, gotcha.
Optimist.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Okay.
so
We
short.
should
He-
finish out the last of the list when we start next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Let's
Because
do
there's
it.
good. A lot of these left, the ones left, have good comments from Mr. Hyatt.
Not only
And-
that, we'll also have Simon Hyatt coming back in again and watching. That's an extra view.
Well,
for
we
us.
should have
Oh.
Simon Hyatt in here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Who needs
the
an
man
avatar?
that built local television here
Who
in
needs an avatar?
Saskatoon
Let's
needs
get
to
him in.
be
Yeah,
in here.
I'm
And
with ya.
he can sit here. I'll go back to mopping the floor like I should be during a baseball talk. Cat's in the cradle over here is going to go pick up his son half an hour late. And I have questions. What's on the bookshelf behind you, Coach One? What's on the bookshelf?
I love you.
Is that like in the West Wing where you're like, your wife isn't allowed? Stay out of the West Wing. That's a Beauty and the Beast joke.
Oh, okay.
What's on the shelf? Tell me quick. What you got on there?
The one that's on that's related to today is Try Not to Suck by my choice of manager, Joe Madden.
Amen, brother. Did Frankie's finger start like 20 minutes
No,
ago?
I'm waiting until we
Okay.
say goodbye. Coach number 1, thank you for helping us through this incredible adventure. We'll get back to it and touch on it a little bit more next week.
It was real and it was good.
We love you, brother. Say hi to everyone for us, and thank you again. Coach number 1. Woo! Nothing left to do now but wake up Frankie. What do you say, Phenom? Have you even waved yet? Have we even seen you wave?
I don't think
us a
so.
wave.
19-year-old wave right here.
He's too old. He's too cool. Oh, there
Yeah.
he is. He is still there. Well done. Wow. What do you think, man?
It was good.
It was something.
It was
It was something.
It was.
You know, a thank you to anybody who stuck with us through that amazing, amazing list reading. As I hope you had a bunch at home that you wanted to throw out there too. Feel free to throw them to the emails. Hey, we could do that.
I always drive here on Wednesdays going, man, I hope there's not a lot of baseball talk. And this was the first day I was like, I hope there's a lot of baseball talk.
Are you starting
and I
to
felt like
realize?
there's not a lot of baseball talk.
Are you
I
starting to
compare.
realize when we
That
plan
it's
stuff
all-
and
that
never
I'm
get
just
to
getting
it?
punked here every week. Shout
Contact
out to Simon Hyatt. You got to be on here. You got to
DufferinAve.com.
be here.
Get him in here, man.
This is in your old hood,
Absolutely.
man. Your
We
old
also
hood.
got a website, DufferinAve.com.
You can
Let us
be-
know if you got one of these fun lists. I know if you are a baseball fan anyway, I guarantee you appreciate a lot of those names. And I love the Cubbies.
You too can be on the set of Paperboy,
It's amazing.
right?
I love paper. I might go play some of that.
Right?
Thank you to everybody who got in here today. An amazing show as always.
We went overtime. That's
It's
rare.
pretty good, right?
That's rare.
To the Phenom,
It's making time and a half now.
to Coach 1, to Coach Comma 2, and to Avatar Curtis. To Simon Hyatt, thank you so much, dude, for being part of this and getting that list in. I can't wait to finish it off
Is
next week.
Avatar Curtis my first nickname ever?
I think we got it.
After like 40 years on this earth, is that my first official nickname?
I think we got it, dude. And to Raleigh Fingers for motivating
and
me
again,
to get
Simon
this.
Hyatt was there when I was trying to give myself
mustache.
nicknames 20 years ago.
Doesn't work, man.
Avatar Curtis, I kind of love it.
Unless they're dragon, it doesn't work. I'm gonna go work on this Raleigh Fingers mustache. He was world famous for having a rolled up mustache. It was amazing. We'll be back tomorrow. That's Thursday. Oh, that's Thursday already.
Are you at
Jeez.
200 yet? How close?
Like 4 episodes. Next Tuesday, episode 200. So we have to plan for that. That'll be fun. Tomorrow, we'll be checking in with our main man, Primetime CTV's Matt Young. We'll do some more video game talk and local sports talk and so much more. Until that point, we will all miss you so damn much. We love you. Thank you for being a part of this amazing program and this family. All right? Remember, karma is so incredibly real. Keep doing good things and it'll start happening to you. That is how we make this world a better place. I promise you. Have a great, amazing rest of your Wednesday
West.
night.
You
We love you.
wascally.
We'll see you tomorrow. The West Wing.